GoDaddy has been around for what feels like forever, and even though newer website platforms have popped up left and right, it still manages to hold on to a massive user base. The question is, why? Why do so many people continue to use GoDaddy in 2025? And more importantly, should you? Let's break it down honestly because the answer isn't as simple as a lot of reviews make it sound. For starters, GoDaddy has something most of its competitors don't: sheer brand power. They've been advertising for decades, they've run Super Bowl ads, and they've essentially become synonymous with buying a domain. For a lot of people, GoDaddy is the first name that comes to mind when they think about getting online. That kind of recognition gives them a huge head start because millions of beginners just go with what feels familiar rather than researching alternatives. But it's not just marketing that's kept them alive. One of the biggest reasons people stick with GoDaddy is the all-in-one ecosystem. You can register your domain, host your website, set up professional email, buy security add-ons, and even use their drag-and-drop site builder, all in one place. For someone who doesn't want to juggle different platforms or figure out complicated integrations, that level of convenience is a huge draw. It's the classic everything under one roof appeal, and it works especially well for small businesses who just want to get online quickly. Their domain management tools are also legitimately strong. This is where GoDaddy really shines. Their dashboard is simple, their DNS management is reliable, and transferring or connecting domains is usually pretty smooth. If you own multiple domains or are managing client sites, GoDaddy's interface can make that process less of a headache compared to some smaller registrars. This is part of why developers and agencies often keep their domains there, even if they don't use GoDaddy for hosting. Now, hosting is where things get a little more complicated. GoDaddy's hosting performance has improved over the years, but it's not leading the pack. Speeds are decent for basic sites, and uptime has become more reliable, but you're not going to get the same level of optimization or advanced features that specialized hosts offer. For simple business sites, portfolios, or blogs, it'll get the job done. But if you're planning to build something bigger, especially an e-commerce store or a site with a lot of traffic, you might outgrow their hosting pretty quickly. Pricing is another area that draws people in, at least at first glance. GoDaddy's initial prices for domains and hosting can look really attractive, especially with their frequent discounts. You'll often see offers that make it seem like you're getting a full package for just a few dollars a month. But the catch is that GoDaddy is notorious for upsells. During checkout, you'll be presented with a bunch of add-ons. Some useful, others not so much. And it's easy for your total to balloon if you're not paying close attention. Renewal pricing is also something to watch. The low first-year price often jumps significantly when it's time to renew. Support-wise, GoDaddy has made some improvements. Their live chat and phone support are fairly responsive, and because they're such a large company, they have a big support team. The downside is that, like many large providers, the quality can vary depending on who you get. For most basic issues, though, they'll get you sorted out without too much hassle. So, should you use GoDaddy? The honest answer is, it depends on what you need. If you're looking for a quick, no-fuss way to get a simple website online and you like the idea of managing everything in one place, GoDaddy can be a solid option. Especially if you're just registering a domain and pointing it to another platform, their interface is genuinely user-friendly. But if you're building something more serious, or you want maximum performance and flexibility, there are better specialized hosts out there that give you more value for the money. At the end of the day, GoDaddy's popularity isn't a fluke. It's a mix of brand, familiarity, convenience, and decent enough performance for the average user. But whether it's right for you depends on your goals, your budget, and how much control you want over your site. If you've got any questions about GoDaddy or other hosting options, feel free to drop them in the comments. I read every one. And if you want to see more honest reviews like this, you're welcome to subscribe. A like really helps support the channel too.